Good morning, all of you. So as we continue the second chapter in chemistry, that is what we can say, is matter around us pure, correct? So in last class, I have taught you what is a matter and how this matter has been segregated into two categories. That is what we should call as, what is the matter around us has been classifying into two things depend upon the similarities and dissimilarities, how the object, how the particles are present inside it, either all are same or all are different. Based upon that, the matter is classifying into two things. What is that?
Pure and mixtures.
Substances and impure substances, which we used to call as what?
Mixtures.
Correct?
Mixture.
Class, I have taught you what is pure substance. What is pure substance? Can anybody say? What is pure substance? What is pure
Pure
substance?
substance is one which is made up of one kind of
only
atoms or
one
molecules.
kind of particles, correct or not? So any kind of substance which is made up of, which is
One kind of
made up of only one kind of particles, only one kind of particles. So that particles may be what? What is that particles? These particles may be two things. What are that? Maybe they are atoms.
Atoms or molecules.
Maybe they are atoms or they may be molecules. So that is what we should call it as pure substances. So a pure substance is a substance, a kind of substance which is made up of only one kind of particles is called as pure substances. That particles maybe they are the atoms or maybe they are the molecules. This is what we have studied in the last class. So if it comes to here, the examples of pure substances, what is that, Elamakil? Examples of pure
Elements and
We
compounds.
have two substances is called as pure substances. One is all the elements. All the elements are pure substances. And the second one is what? All the
Compounds.
compounds are pure substances. So now, as we know that these elements and compounds, they are having say only one kind of atoms or molecules. That is why these things are not possible to separate it by physical process. Is it yes or no? Not separated by physical process. Physical process. What is the meaning of physical process? Physical process like understanding filtration, melting, boiling, etc. Is it yes or no? Please tell me,
Yes, sir.
yes
sir.
or no? We have
Yes,
studied
sir.
in the last class. This is what we have studied in the last class. Good morning, Samaya. Recall to Darundra, somebody. So that is what. So now if you'll observe here, if it comes to these elements and compounds, as well as even you can come to know elements, it is even not possible to separate by chemical process also. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Because they have only what?
Only one atom.
kind of atoms, correct or not? So elements either not understanding neither physical process are not possible to separate by chemical process because it is having only one kind of atoms. For example, if we'll take examples of elements, what we can take examples? For example, if we take
Nitrogen, sulfur.
sulfur is having what? Only sulfur atoms. Is it yes or no? So it is not possible to separate again
Yes, sir.
further. That is why by using physical process or chemical process, we cannot separate the sulfur atoms further more into individual. Now, if we'll take next one, if we'll take carbon is also what? Carbon atoms only present. So these carbon atoms also, we cannot separate it by again chemical process or physical process because only carbon atoms are present. That is one. So these are the examples of elements. Suppose if we'll take the compounds, what is the examples of compounds, please? Compounds, if we take
H2O.
the best
Water.
example is water, which is called as understanding dihydrogen oxide. We can call it as dihydrogen oxide. What we should call it?
Dihydrogen oxide.
Oxide is known as water. So if you take water, water is also called as pure substance, which is the example of compound. But if we take here, water having two kinds of substances. What is that? Hydrogen plus
Oxygen.
hydrogen plus
Oxygen.
made up of two things. So that is why physical process I cannot separate by keeping my hand into the water. I cannot take the oxygen or else I cannot take the hydrogen. But by doing a chemical process called as, what is that process called as? By a chemical
Electrolysis.
process named as electrolysis. By chemical process, I can separate hydrogen and oxygen from water. I can separate hydrogen and oxygen from water. So that is reaction I have said you. Water means what? H2O. So H2O, it will pass the electricity. That process is called as, what is that process called?
Electrolysis.
Electrolysis. So we used to get the products called as hydrogen plus oxygen. Do you understanding, all of you? This is what you study in
Yes, sir.
class 10. This is called as balanced chemical equation of electrolysis. So compounds can be separated by using chemical process. By physical process, we cannot separate any kind of pure substances. Till here we have studied in the last class. Correct, all of you? Tell me. And also you can see,
Yes, sir.
also I have taught you, if you take any kind of pure substance, always it is having a fixed boiling point and fixed melting point. Means I have take water now, up water, bottom water, or middle water, down water, everywhere you can take. Everywhere the water, what is the melting point? If you take ice, what is the melting point? Melting point
0 degree.
0 degrees Celsius. Like same way, melting point of water is what? Which is equals to 100 degrees Celsius.
100 degrees Celsius.
If you heat the American water, if you heat the Indian water, if you heat the Pakistan water, whatever the water, that boiling point is how much? Only 100 degrees Celsius.
100 degrees Celsius.
One more parameter also you have to remember. What is that, Pradosh, Elmokil, anybody, Alana? First chapter chemistry I have taught you. It is not only 100 degrees Celsius. One more parameter is important. That is called as pressure. What is
At
that?
atmospheric pressure.
Atmospheric pressure. What is that? How much? 1 atm.
1 atm.
1 atmospheric pressure and 100 degrees Celsius, water is evaporating into gaseous state. That is what we have studied in the last class. Is it as last chapter? Correct or not, all of you? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That is. Now
Yes,
let's
sir.
come to
Yes,
here.
sir.
Darun not at joint draw. So Sai, you may notice that water, boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius and also 1 atmosphere. Do you understand, Sai? Not only 100 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now, if it comes to, from this, I can say all the pure substances, they have a fixed boiling points and melting points. Correct or not? Tell me.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So a pure substance has a fixed composition and as well as fixed melting point and boiling point. That is the point you have to write it. Please write it. A pure substance has a pure substance has a fixed composition. Fixed composition. What is the meaning of fixed composition? Anybody? Suppose if you take water, here bottom water, here water, here water, or here water, or else Tamil Nadu water, Andhra Pradesh water, Delhi water, everywhere. What is the water composition? Only it is what? H2O.
H2O.
H2O. Here also H2O. Here also H2O. So everywhere the composition is fixed. Is it yes or no? Same composition. That is what we can say.
Yes, sir.
So every pure substance, understand, every pure substance is having fixed composition and as well as fixed boiling point, fixed melting point and boiling point. Melting point and boiling point. Do you understanding, all of you? Boiling point.
Yes, sir.
Melting point we can represent with what? MP.
MP.
Boiling point we can represent with B.
BP.
BP.
So this is all regarding pure substances. Yes or no? Now let us entering into our today's class. That is what we are going to study. Impure substances are also we can call as mixtures. What we should call? Impure
Mixtures.
Please note it, all of you. Impure substances. Impure substances also we can call as what?
Mixtures.
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 So let us discuss what is this mixtures. Monesh, are you there in meeting, Monesh? Tamil Selvan, I am not at all hearing your voice. I don't know what is happening. You have to speak. So let us discuss what is this impure substances and or also we can call it as mixtures. Now, can you able to all of you read what is the definition of pure substances? Please all of you read. What is the definition of pure substances?
A pure substance is one which is made up of one kind of atoms or molecules.
Kind of atoms or molecules. Correct or not? Monish, can you able to read again? What is the definition of pure substance? Please read louder. Laksha, can you able to read? Manya, any one of you. What is pure substance? A substance, a pure substance is a what? Is a one which is made up of only one
kind of atom or molecule.
particles, maybe atoms or molecules. Now, if it come to the mixtures or impure substances, instead of one, you can keep two or more. If you replace the definition of pure substances with, in place of one, if you replace with the two or more, then kind of particles, that is called as what? Impure substances, or we can call it as pure mixtures.
Mixtures.
Right.
Mixtures.
A mixture is one. A mixture is one. A mixture is one. A mixture is one which contains two or more different kind of, which contains two or more. I cannot say only two or more. Understand, Sai? Monish? Two or more different kinds of particles. Two or more different kind of particles. Elamukil, what is that particles, Ra? Tamil Selvan? That particles may be
Atoms or molecules.
atoms or molecules. That is what you have to remember. Atoms are molecules. This is called as mixture. Any doubt, anybody? Please ask me. Clear, Ra?
No, sir, no doubt.
Now, let us discuss, for example, let us make one more definition of this mixtures. For example, you say, I have a two pure substances. Any example of two pure substances, please tell me. Let me take sugar and sand, salt. These are called as two pure substances. This is called as pure substance, and this is also called as what, Ra?
Pure substance.
Substance. Is it yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Now, both,
Yes, sir.
this is in one cup. Let me take, this is the sugar and this is the another cup which is having salt. Now, both I will combine in a one big bowl. Both sugar plus salt I have been mixed. Now, you can observe very carefully, both actually the pure substances, but I have kept together, mixed together. So that is why this is called as what? What we should call?
Mixtures.
Mixture. Do you understanding, all of you? So sugar and salt is actually they are the pure substances, but if you will combine together, then that is called as what? We should call it as mixture.
Mixture.
Because we don't have a guarantee of that each salt and sugar will equally distributed. Is it yes or no? Is it possibility? Is it any possibility?
No, sir.
No. Suppose you take, I have mixed sugar and salt. Sai will take the sample and Yelamukil will take the sample. Laksha will take the sample. Alana will take the sample. Sai is having maybe salt particles or more. Alana is having maybe sugar particles or more. Yelamukil is having maybe equal particles. Laksha is having completely salt particles. We don't have a guarantee. Correct or not? And also,
Yes, sir.
if we'll start heating them, then salt is having a different boiling point, sugar is having a different boiling point, as well as salt is having a different melting point, and sugar is having also a different melting point. Is it yes or no? So we cannot
Yes,
say
sir.
which one will melt faster, which one will melt slower, or else bottom surface maybe more salt is there, so that salt can catch more heat energy first, like that, which is not constant. Is it the melting point and boiling point is constant?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Melting point and boiling point is constant, not constant. So this kind of substances is called as what we should call Ra? Mixtures. So
Mixtures.
mixtures means simply I can combine the two or more pure substances together. That is called as mixture. Is it yes or no? Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
For
sir.
example, you can take, see, I will take the water and I will add sand. Then this is called as what?
Mixture.
I will take water and I will add salt. I will add dissolved salt. This is also called as what?
Mixture.
Mixture.
You may ask me, sir, I will dissolve the salt in water, then salt will be disappear, correct sir? Then how it is a mixture? Because again by evaporating water, we can get the salt or not?
Yes, sir.
The salt or not? Salt is just dissolving and it is occupying the spaces between the water particles. That is why we can say water and salt is also called as what? Yelamukil Monesh? Mixture only.
Mixture, sir.
If I dissolve a mixture of, you can see, a mixture of water and sugar. Let me take sugar. So is it a mixture or not? Water plus sugar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like
It is a mixture.
Yes, if it actually water is a one pure substance and the sugar is another pure substance. But if I am mixing together, then that is called as what? Mixtures.
Mixture.
Mixture.
So a pure substances will combine together. A mixture contains two or more pure substances mixed together. Do you understanding all of you? A mixture contains
sir.
two or more pure substances mixed together. That is what you have to write it. Mixture contains, please write it. Mixture contains, what contains Alamukil? Mixture contains
Two or more pure substance.
Mixed element.
Two or more pure substances. Two or more pure substances. Pure substances mixed together. Mixed together. What is the best example? Sugar and water. Or else,
Sugar and water.
understand?
Salt solution and sugar solution.
Samaya, everybody. So write it. Example. Salt solution. Salt solution. Example. I have taught you up to so many, correct? These are all the examples only, correct? This is all.
Yes, sir.
That is what. Salt solution. Salt solution. So if we take the salt solution, what is the pure substances present inside the salt solution? Two pure substances.
Salt and water.
One is salt and another one is water. That is what? Like that is the example of understanding. Example of what? Mixture of two pure substances. Salt solution is an example of example of mixture of how many substances I? Two pure
substances.
Two pure substances.
Monesh, are you there? That is what? Salt and water. Suppose if we take sugar solution, what are that? If we take sugar solution.
Sugar and water. Sugar and water.
If we take Tamil Selvan, communicate. So if we take the sugar solution, here also two pure substances are there. One is sugar and another one is water. So like this we can form hundreds of examples in our surroundings. So if you take suppose milk. If you take milk is also a mixture. Is it yes or no? Will you accept it? Milk
Yes,
is
sir.
yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Milk is a mixture of what? Can you able to say? Milk contains
Water and milk.
If you take the milk, all
Sir,
of it,
water,
take the milk. Milk contains what? Milk contains
blood,
what?
Water and
cow
Milk,
split, sir.
milk contains proteins. Understand? Even milk contains some other etc. also. This all called as what? All called as what? Pure substances. Water is a pure substance, fat is a pure substance, proteins is a pure substance. So in this water, how many pure substances are there? More than two. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
That is why milk is also called as what? Milk is also called as
Mixture.
Mixture.
mixture. Do you understand all of you? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, let us come to the like example. How many of you are having gas cylinder in your home? Gas cylinder,
Yes, sir.
LPG cylinder.
Everyone, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right or not? So now LPG also mixture of some gases. Can you able to say liquid petroleum gas? LPG cylinder which majorly contains butane. What is this contains? Butane gas.
Butane, hydrogen,
Propane, not hydrogen side, also contains propane. So these are the two gases present in the LPG. So this is also what? Butane is a one pure substance, propane is another pure substance, both mixed together. That is what we should call it as what? Liquefied petroleum gas. Understand? So like that, hundreds of examples I can say. For example, you take, how many of you are purchased gold? Do you have gold?
Yes, sir.
So gold you may see. News also you may observe. Gold, they will say two types of gold. Girls may know. 24 karat gold and 22 karat gold. Have you noticed it?
That 22 karat only stronger, sir.
Yes. Actually, 24 karat gold is very, very sensitive. Only foreigners can purchase that. That is also to stored in the form of biscuit, gold biscuit. Theriyuma, theriyala. Puriyala? So,
Yes, sir. Sir, 24 only 98% gold contains, sir.
actually, if you'll take this 24 karat gold means only pure gold is present. Only gold atoms are present. That is very soft in nature. That cannot resist the ornament shape. That is why we will mix a 2% of copper, which will increases the strength of a gold. Understanding? Which will strengthen the gold. That is why we can say that gold is called as 22 karat gold. So in this 22 karat gold, two pure substances are there. What are that?
Copper and gold.
Copper and gold. Do you understand, all of you? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Why? But 24 gold, I am not saying 24 karat gold. Like that, if you take any kind of biogas, even our tap water, our tea, our coffee, our paint, our soil, like last class Sai asked me, sir, brick is a pure substance or not? No. Because brick contains so many things, correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Or no? That is one. So, if you take jaggery, how many of you know jaggery? Like a Indian
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Indian sugar. So Indian raw sugar we can call. These all are the examples of salt solution, sugar solution, milk, seawater, air. Air is the first mixture which is present in our surroundings. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So sugarcane juice. Sugarcane juice is also mixture of what? We'll mix the ice, we'll mix the sugarcane juice, we'll mix the some kind of soda, lemon, so many things we used to mix. All the soft drinks, they contains liquid as well as carbon dioxide gas. Have you noticed it? If you release it,
Yes, sir.
sound will come. Got gases like that. So many substances in our surroundings, they are the mixtures only. If you take even the paint, if you take the wood, if you take the soil, bricks, gold, everything is called as what we should call
Mixtures.
mixtures. Now, let us take either this mixture is a homogeneous or heterogeneous, because if we take the pure substances are what? Homogeneous or heterogeneous?
Homogeneous.
Homogeneous. Correct or not, all of you? So,
Yes, sir.
substances, if you take, all the pure substances are homogeneous substance only. Pure substances. Pure substances are homogeneous. Now, my question is, mixtures if you take, either they are homogeneous or heterogeneous. That is what my question. Heterogeneous.
Sir, I think both,
Heterogeneous.
sir.
Heterogeneous.
Heterogeneous. Sai, what are you thinking?
Both.
Very good. For example, I will take two examples. Let me take the LPG gas. LPG gas what? Butane and propane.
Butane and
Suppose
propane, sir.
air. If we take air, 78% of what? 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen,
Oxygen.
0.03% of carbon dioxide. Or else, same way you take.
Yes, sir.
I am taking salt solution. Understanding? This is water, salt solution. Now, suppose I have dissolved 100 grams of salt in this water. Now, if I drink this water, 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 is it here this water is normal, this water is salty, or everywhere all the water is equally same? Same
Everywhere it will be.
same taste. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you speak only, it will be good. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes.
if you take, for example, like any kind of example of, for example, you can take mixture. If you take our mixture, normally in shop we can purchase, or else any kind of like sweets and all. Sweet is also a mixture of so many substances. Is it all the particles are equal in ratio? Suppose if we take mixture, somewhere we used to get more number of curry leaves, somewhere we used to get more number of groundnuts, somewhere we used to get more number of some other substances like a what we can say that vellulli, what we should call garlic.
Garlic.
Like, is it we are getting the same equally homogeneous? They are equally getting? No. Correct or not?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Like this
It is
substance.
No, sir.
heterogeneous.
So this is also called as mixture only, and this is also called as mixture only. But this is equally distributed, and this is not
This is
equally.
homogeneous and that is
That's why
heterogeneous.
we can say mixtures are both homogeneous, and as well as heterogeneous. Do you understanding, all of you? We have
Yes,
homogeneous
sir.
mixtures as well as we have heterogeneous.
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 Do you understanding, all of you? Write it, please. Write
Yes, sir.
a mixture may be homogeneous. A mixture may be homogeneous or heterogeneous. Understand, Alana? Everybody, please tell
Yes,
me.
sir.
Samya. So what is homogeneous? Once again, I'm saying, remember, if the particles are equally distributed, equally distributed, that is called as homogeneous mixture. Understanding, Ra? Heterogeneous means what? Unequal distribution. Understand, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Unequal distribution is called as heterogeneous mixture, and equal distribution is called as homogeneous mixture. What is that equal distribution? Particles. Do you understand, Ra? Particles are
Yes, sir.
equally distributed throughout the substance. Please write it definitions. It is good. Homogeneous mixture means particles are understanding. What we can say? Particles are equally distributed throughout the substance is called as homogeneous. Unequal distribution, understanding, not equally distributed is called as heterogeneous. Will you able to remember, please?
Heterogeneous.
Equal
Yes, sir.
distribution is called as
Yes, sir.
homogeneous. Unequal distribution is called as heterogeneous.
Heterogeneous.
Anybody, please ask. That's okay. Da? So now I am saying that if the mixture means what? More than, understanding that. So the mixture, most of the matter around us is exist as a mixture of two or more pure substances. Is it yes or no? Most of the things consider in the surroundings. For example, air, you consider. Air contains different mixture. It is a mixture of different gases. That is why we can say air is a, understanding, homogeneous or heterogeneous.
Heterogeneous.
Actually, air is a homogeneous mixture, but it is not constant throughout. Nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide percentage is same always, but water vapor and dust particles is depend upon the area of the pollution. Correct? The more pollution,
Yes, sir.
more dust particles. Less pollution, less dust particles. Like that. That is why we can say air is a heterogeneous mixture. What we should call?
Heterogeneous mixture.
Like that. That is why I can say most of the matter around us is existing in what? Pure substance or mixtures?
Mixtures.
These are mixtures.
Mixture, sir.
Mixtures of what? Mixtures of two or more pure substances. Mixtures of two or more.
Two or more.
Now you, for example, you take, I will mix, you can see, I want to separate the salt from salt solution. So by using physical process or chemical process, I can separate it. Please tell me.
Chemical process.
Sir,
Physical
Physical
process. By evaporation is a what?
by
Physical
heating
Physical
the
process.
salt solution.
salt solution. If I want to get the salt from the salt solution, by evaporation, I can get it back. Correct or not?
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no? So by evaporation of water, I can get the salt back. So this evaporation is a which process? Physical.
Physical process.
Do you understanding, all of you? That is what you have to
Yes,
do. Now, for example, you can see, I have some kind of, suppose you can see, I mixed the dal and groundnuts. Is it can able to separate it or not?
Yes, sir.
Can able to separate it or not? With the help of hand picking. Correct or not? You may remember
Yes,
it.
sir.
You have studied. Hand picking. Do you remember? Hand
Yes,
picking.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Do before cooking, she will remove the stones from the rice and all. You may notice it. Correct? Our grandparents
Yes,
will.
sir.
Suppose it will take husk from the rice, husk and the rice we can separate by the process of winnowing.
Winnowing.
Yes or no? Next,
Yes, sir.
like this, so many process. This
Sir,
all
sieving.
yes. Understanding sieving by filtration. By filtration, we can separate all the dust particles from the water. Correct or not? Water filtration, we can make it purified.
Yes, sir.
So this all the process is called as what? Physical process. What
Physical
is called,
process.
Aksha? Physical process. So every kind
Physical
of
process.
mixtures, all the mixtures has been separated. Mixtures are separated by what? Separated by physical process, because
Physical process.
particles are not combined together. They are staying together, but there is no bond formation between them, so that we can easily separate it
Sir,
by
then gases and all, how you will separate, sir?
Sai,
Gases.
gases. Gases also we can separate, Sai, by using some instruments. Do you understand, Sai? By diffusion process. By diffusion and all we can separate it. Understand, Sai?
Then it is physical or chemical, sir.
That is chemical, not physical only. Everything. Suppose you can see osmosis, high concentration to low concentration. I can send the gases. Understand? By exchanging, by keeping some kind of a membrane, like water filtration. So gas which is present high concentration will pass us to the low concentration. Like that, I will exchange. Do you understand, Sai?
Okay, sir.
So like that, everything we can separate it. That is called as. That is why I can say all the mixtures, they are separated by what? Mixtures can be separated by physical process. Do you understand, Ra? So they can be separating into other kind of matter. Means we can get the pure substances from the mixture by using physical process alone. For example, if we take gold, actually gold is a mixture of two substances. What is that?
Copper and gold.
Two substances. What is that?
Copper and gold.
Gold and copper. Is it a
Copper.
So actually this copper is mixed with the gold by the process of what? Melting only. Do you understanding, all of you? Melting
Yes,
only.
sir.
Understand? For example, you take all of you. Laksha is asking something. Laksha, ask me, Laksha. For example, if you take alloys. Do you know steel? Do you know steel? How many of you know steel?
Yes, sir.
Steel is a mixture
sir.
of nickel, cobalt, understanding, and iron, and even carbon. This is called as normal steel. Normal stainless steel or normal steel is a mixture of four substances. So these four substances, they are in a fixed ratio. This percentage is same, this percentage is some fixed, this percentage is fixed, and this percentage is also fixed. So if we take the steel, if I'll cut the, suppose this is my steel ball. If I'll cut this part, if I'll cut this part, or this part, any part, all this percentage is what? Equally distributed. Do you understanding, all of you? That is why
Yes, sir.
say this is called as what? Mixture. What I should call? Mixture.
Mixture.
They are equally distributed. That is why I can call what kind of mixture it is?
Homogeneous mixture.
Understanding? This is only we should call as class 7th you may study corrosion. Due to corrosion, we are making the iron into alloys. Alloys, preventing methods of corrosion. Alloy. Do you remember? Alloys.
Yes, sir.
Steel is called
Galvanization.
yes, mixture of more than one metal, that is called as alloy. Do you understand, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, no problem, Laksha. That is what you have to remember. This is what, so all the mixtures has been separated by which process, Ra? By physical process only. Understand, all of you? Now you tell
Yes, sir.
is it melting point and boiling point is constant or varies? Is it fixed or not fixed?
Sir,
Sir,
not
for
fixed.
mixture, sir.
That is what all of you. So a mixture does not have a fixed composition or a fixed melting point and boiling point. We cannot say, correct or not? Do you understand, all of you? So we cannot say
Yes, sir.
it is having a fixed composition or fixed melting point or boiling point. So please, all of you, write it. This is the most important point regarding mixtures. Write it. A mixture does not have a fixed composition. A mixture does not have Darun, be in time, Darun, don't be late. Does not have a fixed composition. For example, I told you salt and sand and salt I mix. What will happen, Ra? Salt and sand. Maybe here more sand particles, here maybe more salt particles, here only sand, here maybe only salt, like that. Unequal distribution. Is it yes or no? So no
Yes,
proper
sir.
composition. This is called as sand, this is called as salt. So there is no common fixed composition. Where is different composition is there. That is why we cannot say mixture does not have a fixed composition or fixed what? Melting point and
Boiling point.
melting point and boiling point. Please all of you wrote it down. They don't have a fixed melting point and boiling point. Also, they do not have fixed composition.
Composition.
Understand, all of you? That is what you have to remember. Is there any doubt? Anybody?
No, sir.
No, sir.
This is what we should say. So,
No, sir.
most of our surroundings, the matter is present in Haura. Is it in mixture or pure substances? Most of our surroundings.
Mixtures.
Mixture.
Mixtures.
Yes, sir.
Remember, understanding. Most of our matter around us exist as mixtures of two or more pure substances. Write it. Most of our matter present in our surroundings, in our surroundings is exist as surrounding or around us exist as mixture of surroundings is exist as mixture of two or more pure substances. You understand, all of you? Two or
Sir.
more pure substances. That's all. So now meeting is going to end. Please kindly join all of you very fastly into again second meeting. Okay? That is. Please write it till here.